Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and it is opening day on MLB The Show 23. Today we'll be going through a deep dive of franchise mode, some new additions to the mode that have been added, as MLB's franchise mode is renowned as one of the best of the franchise mode sporting games, but it has not been touched in a very long time. So there are some changes from the past MLBs to this version of the game, MLB The Show 23. So we'll be deep diving that in this video, whether you're watching live or back after the fact. We'll be going through it in anticipation of our new franchise mode series, which will be live streamed here on the channel with weekly episodes coming soon. So if you're watching after we've already gone live, you can just skip ahead up until around the 5-minute mark when that timer in the top left corner has gotten to 5 minutes, and we'll go ahead and get started then. So thank you for taking the time, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. To those of you joining in on the stream, welcome aboard. We'll be getting started at the 5-minute mark. We're at the 2-minute mark right now, so when that top left corner timer hits 5 minutes, just 3 minutes from now, we will get started. All the good stuff. Whenever it's a live stream from the PlayStation console, I'm not able to do things in anticipation, like the description and the thumbnail and all that, so it always takes a couple minutes to get that going. And plus, it allows time for everyone to get into the stream, since it does take a few moments for everyone to get that notification, hop on board, Discord notification, tweet goes out. Always a process. But I'm very excited for this new series. We were going to have a series on MLB The Show 22, and there was a game-breaking glitch. On MLB The Show 21, we had a great series on Twitch, but this will be our first live-streamed YouTube series of MLB The Show. MLB The Show, was it 19, where we did the Oakland Athletics? That was a series here on the channel. That was a very fun time. Just about a minute and a half away from starting now. Dabrowskiego, welcome aboard, buddy. No worries, no worries. We'll get started in just about a minute from now. All right, just about 30 seconds out. Tweet sent out, Discord notification is out, everything is good to go. I wouldn't anticipate a huge number of people, as it's just a deep dive, and it's the first time that we do a live stream like scheduled. in a little while. But moving forward, it will be something you can go ahead and count on. EJB, welcome aboard, buddy. You can count on it. I think Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern will be a good time. Here we are at the 5-minute mark getting started. I think Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern is a good time for everybody, or at least for the majority. And then those who can't come can watch it after the fact on the live stream. But I think we'll start. I'll do a poll later on for which team would be most voted for, which team everyone wants to see most for our first series. In the post I put up on YouTube, there was a lot of votes. I saw the Angels, I saw the Pirates, I saw the Twins. There was a lot of discussion over in the Discord server as well. So we'll go ahead and get started. It is a deep dive of franchise mode here on NHL, here on MLB The Show 23. We'll go ahead and look at the mode itself, get a little more comfortable with it as we're preparing for this series that will be beginning next week. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, franchise mode. What's great about franchise mode in MLB is that you can bring in previous save files. That's not what we're going to be doing today, but you are able to do that. So you could carry over franchise modes from one game to the next. So start new. Let's check it out with use current rosters. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Washington Nationals for this little experiment. I'm an Expos fan from Montreal. The Nationals kind of count as the Expos, right? So I've always liked the Nationals. I don't think there's anything else to do here. You can always go and choose other teams as well. You can control multiple teams, which is really fun. But we'll just take over the Washington Nationals with the Red Wings, the Rochester Red Wings as AAA, and the Harrisburg Senators down in AA. You can also customize what we want to do. So for GM contracts, fantasy draft, I think we'll keep most of this stuff as it has been. Ignore budgets. Yeah, turn that off. I want it to be considered. Force trades, designated hitter on, extra inning runner on. Great that you can customize all of these things, but we'll keep all these things on for the moment, and we'll keep everything manual as well, as we'll want to do it by, we'll auto do it. Some of the things we'll do will be auto during our series, but set lineups and rotations, injury management, scouting, hire and fire staff, 40-man roster moves, free agency, trades, waivers, contracts, all that stuff. All of it is going to be manual. So there we go. Let's get this party started at spring training. And here we are. So right away, what I see, and this is a deep dive. This is a first reaction to franchise mode. I've not looked at it at all yet. This is the first time that I enter it. I like to start off the video as well by saying a huge thank you to Pat Sully, Old Man Sports, a huge piece here on the channel. He's been a contributor for years now. I would not have this game at early access or possibly even at all without his willingness to share. So thank you to Pat for doing that for the channel. A big thank you to him. So I'll react live to the things that I'm seeing. A lot of this is just a darker screen in some ways, but a lot of the stuff is the same in terms of visual. Yeah, all the stuff is the same in terms of visuals. Manage, you have the roster, the depth chart, the lineups, the pitching rotation, the training, all that stuff. I don't want this to be a walkthrough type of thing. It's a deep dive, but not a walkthrough on how to do it. That'll be a future video, my 100% guide to everything franchise mode. That'll be a separate video in the future. I already did that for MLB The Show 22. I'll do it again for 23. So we'll look through everything, but I won't explain everything. So we see the team here in Washington, not the greatest team. There are some players with great potential, like Mackenzie Gore, a potential guy with 71 overall. Everything still looks the same about in terms of this screen here. Yeah, everything looks the same here for when you look at the players. Potential, 40-man, roles, all that stuff is still the same. Starting pitchers, oh, yikes, it's a terrible rotation here in Washington, eh? Strasburg's down to an 82 overall, and everyone else in the 70s or lower. Oh, boy. Cade Cavalli, there you go, buddy, 67. Got Patrick Corbin's at a 65? The disrespect. 65 overall Patrick Corbin. Excuse me. I'm a little congested as well this evening, so appreciate you giving me a little lenience here. Ruiz, who just signed that huge extension. Do they have it in the game? Oh, they don't, eh? I'd have to try to get that fixed for next time. I love Patrick Corbin. But 65 isn't even... Like, an NHL player who's not good is like a high 70s overall. An MLB player who's not good is usually like low 70s, like bare minimum high 60s for like fringe. 65 is like a minor league player. Is he that bad? I don't know. I like Patrick Corbin. First base, second base, third base. You can see all the different divisions of your system. CJ Abrams, of course, a huge prospect in the national system. A potential for him. Yep. And you can see everybody with all their different potentials. James Wood. He was The worst starting pitcher? Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying I like him. I don't know much about him, but just I feel for him. I feel like he's had some good years in the past, right? Player search is always great. I love player search in MLB The Show franchise mode. So just bringing you through the different pages here. So roster, we saw that. Depth chart is probably my favorite screen in the entirety of MLB The Show franchise mode, because not only do you see your depth chart of this year and the overalls, you see into the future years. That shows you, A, your depth at that position as the years go by and who signed for how long. And it also shows you their projected development by 2024. Like, let's say, look at Abrams and Gore, the two biggest prospects probably. You have 67 and 71. Data, please consider the Cubs in the poll. They'd be a great franchise mode choice, and it would be fun to bring back the World Series to Wrigleyville. I've heard your outcry, Dabrowski. I was actually studying in Chicago when the Cubs won the World Series, so I think I was the magic touch. But let's look at Abrams, Gore, and even Ruiz. Let's just choose those three players. 67, 71, 68. By next year, they are projected to be 71, 78, 72. After that, 74, 81, 75. 2026, 77, 83, 77. By 2027, you have Mackenzie Gore at an 85 overall. That's great. So he has the 8 potential. He's 71 now. But on this track, and it could go higher or lower, but at this moment, by 2027, in 1, 2, 3, 4 years' time, he'll be an 85 overall, which is not, I wouldn't call it elite, but I would call it like a high tier. I think that's how I would describe it. Even the best pitchers, I don't think they're. It's not a game like Madden where you'll have the 99 overalls. I think that an 85 is more of the higher end. So just to say that within 4 years, you can kind of anticipate the growth, and you can see. Forget just the players with growth. You can see the regression as well. Strasburg, by let's say for 3 years' time, he'll be down to a 74 overall. So yes, it's great that he's an 82 with B potential, but he's also 34 years of age. So in 3 seasons from now, he's going to be a 74. Still usable, it looks like. Still serviceable. But yeah, you got to take that into consideration. Lineups, also great. You can put whoever you want, batting wherever you'd like. You have versus right-handed pitchers with DH, right-handed pitcher, no DH. Left-handed pitcher DH, and left-handed pitcher no DH. So you can change all those lineups as you like. You have your pitching rotation, so you have the 1 slot goes to your ace. You have your 5 starting pitchers, long relief, mid relief, setup, closing pitcher, and then miscellaneous who you don't usually have during the season. This is just with the expanded rosters during the preseason right now. So I'll get into all more of these details in my breakdown of franchise mode, but just going through the different screens that we have right here. Training, which is great. It comes out on the 28th, or is it the 27th at 10 p.m.? But it comes out in 4 days about. This is the early access right now, dumb. So aside from that, now we have training. Training's great. You can actually do things that will affect attribute changes during the current season will be displayed at the top of the bar, and you can see what has improved or declined. So you can see what gets highlighted in blue. Let's say contact, go to the batting cages. I want more power, you're going to go to the weight room. That's going to increase your power. This is going to increase your contact. I wouldn't say it goes up by exponential levels, but it is good to try and set training for the things that you want to grow, that they're usually what they're lacking in. I don't really care much about the bunt or the drag bunt, even though Joey Menezes, why am I struggling here? I totally forget. Baseball's the worst for my name pronunciation. I remember I called him Eugenio Suarez or something before I figured out that it was Eugenio Suarez. So my pronunciations of baseball names can be pretty ugly sometimes, but my knowledge of the players, even if I can't pronounce names super well, is better than my pronunciation. Training transactions, you can see pending, completed, roster history. I love roster history. You can see Steven Strasburg all the way back to 2009, first-year player draft in round 1. Armin Upshaw back in round 11 of 2016. Where did he come from? So deep in your franchise modes, when you think, where did these players come from? You can see whether it was by draft, by trade, by free agency, and the round that they were drafted in. Amazing, amazing element that I love to use in my franchise modes. Handbook, which tells you everything you have to know about everything. This is the place that you want to look at for all definitions. Very important. Budget, always important to see the budget. This is also where you can kind of look towards the future. You can say, you have some players like Strasbourg who are making 35 million every year. The Nationals aren't a good team to look at for this. Can I look at other teams? Hey, Deacon. I don't think, but you can see other teams that sometimes players have front-loaded contracts or back. Oh, here, Patrick Corbin, 21.5 this season, 25 million next season. Doggy, welcome to the stream, buddy. So you can see contracts and kind of anticipate. Okay, he's making 21.5 now, but I need to take into consideration that he's making 25, 3.5 million more next season. Strasbourg making 35 million. How did he get that contract? Eh? What a guy. So you can also see, you have NHL 23. I have NHL 23 as well. You can see team revenue, revenue sharing, then remove the player salaries, staff salaries, and you see how much profit you were left over with. Not a big baseball fan, but hey, let's get going on a new franchise. Absolutely. I'm learning as I go. I wouldn't say I know as much about baseball than I do about hockey, the MLB, as I do about NHL, but I am learning more and more, especially doing fantasy baseball and previous series. Very fun to be learning more and more. So the budget, you also have your GM goals. I've only watched like 3 minutes, and this is already way cooler than NHL. Absolutely. In many ways, yes, it is. Welcome aboard as well, Owen. Good to hear from you. You have your goals from the owner. I remember I did a Nats franchise mode. I got Aaron Judge and Bo Bichette on the team. We always lost the division to the Dodgers, the old-time classic. Your owner tells you, what's your job security? Average. What's your GM rating? It's at a C. Your yearly goal is to finish above 500, but your contract goal, which is 3 years, your year 1 of 3, you gotta reach the postseason. Within the next 3 years, reach the postseason. You can also keep track of how many times your team has won 10 consecutive games, how many times your team has won 95 games in a season, how many times your et cetera, et cetera. In the postseason, how many times have you swept the World Series, won the World Series, blah, blah, blah. Scored 20 runs. How many times have you hit 3 triples? How many times have you hit 5 home runs? Yeah, it is a bit of a ridiculous goal, postseason within 3 years for the Nats. Yeah, it is a bit tough. Lead the leagues in RBI, lead the leagues in ERA, lead the leagues in strikeout, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, in NHL, you can't even see how many times your players win trophies. So yeah, all not just to look at your goals, but to look at your kind of like GM history, which is a great place to go there. That's it for that screen. Now you have acquisitions, free agency. Always some good players in free agency to start off the mode. When you offer a contract to a player, you have their interest bar, which is a great way to save yourself from having to waste time. In NHL, send a contract, wait 2 days, I don't like it. Send a contract, wait 3 days, I don't like it. Takes forever. So if you send him 1 year is not going to do it for him at that price tag. But if I give him 1 year and a ton of money, well, then that works better. How's your day? It's going okay, Deacon. Thanks for asking. Friday feeling, always great to have. I've been doing a lot of talking recently. My throat hasn't been great. I've been a bit congested, but I'm doing my best, and I'm soldiering through. Thanks for sending me those good vibes. If I do 4 years, he'd take way less per year, which is good. You also have to take into consideration his role, his expectations. If I tell him he'll be in the bullpen and his expectation is bullpen, then that's good. Happy face. If I tell him depth, he doesn't want to sign that contract. But if he's depth and making all kinds of money, then that's going to help him out. If I tell him, okay, buddy, you're my closer, but I'll pay you less. Ooh, look at that. He's way more excited to do that. So always take all those things into consideration. Always remember your team payroll before and after. I have a surplus of $47.28 million now projected. Excuse me. But after, if I were to sign this deal, it would be 44.0 whatever. The more I offer, the more it changes. And also his ideal salary, you can see in the bottom ideal salary below the salary guide. It changes depending on the years that I offer him. So always good to keep those things in mind. You can find some great gems in free agency. Like right now, here's this guy, Diego Saucedo. The 24 years of age, 73 overall, C potential. I would do that. Jose Rosa, I would do that. Good contact and power numbers for a 73 overall. I would do contracts like that. Low-risk guys. Oliver Escalona, yeah, I'd do that. No problem. Even though they have low potential, they have some pretty good overalls, especially on a team like Washington where Patrick Corbin's a 65 in the rotation. Oh, yeah. After that, you have trades. This is the biggest thing I want to see. Are you still only able to trade 3 players at a time? Let's see it. Make trade. Yes, unfortunately so. You can still only trade 3 players at a time. So we'll look there in a moment. You can also see, you can view the trade blocks around the MLB. None at the moment that have any players on them. And you can also update your trade block. Players who are on them or positions who are on them. Bobby Witt Jr.'s overall and trade value. Let's check it out while we're here. Make a trade. Let's go see. Let's go see the Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. He is an 80 overall, and his trade value is very high. To put that in perspective, let's throw Mackenzie Gore in a deal. It would be getting kind of close, a prospect for a prospect, but it's still not quite there. I'd have to add. No, it's still not there. We think we should be getting more. The good thing as well to know is that they'll tell you whether even if the trade bar is value. They'll tell you, we think we should be getting more than you're offering us. No waste of time of, okay, the value's in your favor, why don't you want to do it? And you got to play games at a 7th round pick? No games. They will tell you whether or not they would do it. So for example, if I found a trade, oh, we're definitely interested in doing this, great, offer it, done. We're not interested, I won't offer it, it won't happen. Lunchbox Buddy, welcome aboard, thanks for being here. I know Lunchbox wants that Cardinals franchise mode. Yeah, I know you would want Witt Jr., eh, Dabrowski? Bobby Witt Jr., a potential 80 overall, great contact as well for a 22-year-old. That's something that will really grow much more. 99 speed. So the overall is boosted a little bit by that stuff, but still good contact and power numbers. Keep in mind, numbers like 69, 57 for contact, those are average to slightly even above average for his age especially. But it's a different scale in the MLB. If you were to get to 80s, 90s, that would be elite. High 90s, that would be like ridiculously elite. It's not like you can have a player in NHL who has 88 shooting accuracy and that's like, okay, slightly above average. No, 88 would be elite in MLB. And so the overall system is different. So there's the trading. What's also good to keep in mind is that it tells you how much money is going in and out. So if I were to trade Steven Strasburg and let's say Patrick Corbin, I would say, woo, 56.5 million going out. Woo, $108 million budget now. And I just want to trade them for anything I can get. I would press square, suggest trade. I could say I want to be suggested a trade that includes prospects, MLB ready players, or all available trades. Anybody want to take this on? Anybody? The Orioles, I could dump 56.5 million onto the Orioles, and I don't get much value back. I trade 2 of my starting pitchers. Not the worst thing, a C-rated prospect, but I would get to dump a ton of cash. So that's good. It's kind of cheese-ish. You can take advantage of the trade system sometimes, but it's just great to know that they offer you so much in terms of like knowledge in your trade. You can make very informed decisions. Not like NHL, where you make a trade and then, oh, now you have a player stuck in the minors because you're above the salary. Scam. Just going to grab a sip of water here. After that, you go to contracts. You have contracts for your coaches and for your scouts. For the coaches, you have Dave Martinez, 1 year left at $1 million. He is an F-rated manager. My apologies to him. Darnell Coles, hitting coach, C-rated. Jim Hickey, C-rated, C-rated, C-rated. A-rated for the farm director. That's great. I definitely want to keep him. You cannot offer extensions. You can only hire or fire when they are under contract. You can't offer extensions to what they are already on. You have to wait till they expire. And I don't think that you can offer them extensions either, even when they're expired. They have to go back to staff free agency, and then you have to get them to re-sign with you. You're never able to really own their rights. What clones do you have? No clones. You mean like inside, the players? None. I'm just using the current rosters. No clones. So that's for the contracts for your coaches. For your scouts, now the scouting has been overhauled here in, not the scouting, but the drafting, which includes the scouting. Welcome to the Hire Scout screen, where you can tailor your scouting staff to your specific needs. This is your team's remaining scouting budget for the current season. All available scouts are listed with a breakdown of their abilities, experience, and asking salary. This is where you'll find your current scouts and find their salary. Once you highlight both the scouts you'd like to hire and the one you'd like to replace, press X to confirm the transaction. When constructing your staff, consider having a mix of scouts with differing strengths. Of course, You can't have, well, it's your call, but you'd want to have some who can do pitchers, some who can do position players, etc. So let's see. I think I have scouts that are fairly strong in all of these things, not in position players. I'd probably take this guy out. The one who's making the least amount is probably the one who's getting paid, is the worst, for lack of a better term. So I'd want to have someone who's better in position players, like this guy, Gary Matsui for Lyle Coggin. I would probably want to replace them. So could I go ahead and, because I have 37.2 remaining in budget, so let's say we do that. Why not? This is a good scout. I have the budget for it. Let's do it. There you go. So that leaves me with 7.2K in remaining scouting budget. So now these are my 3 scouts right now: Gary, Diego, and Brooke. In previous MLBs, you'd have 4 scouts, and it would take about a week to scout a player. Now you have 3 scouts, and I think it takes... I heard during the explanation in the San Diego Studios explanation, I think it's max like 3 days, not a week anymore. So there are my scouts, great. And now I also can look at player search, also great. Not too much, Hobbsy, we're just looking through all of the screens. After that, we'll actually go through some simulation and get through a season. But for right now, we're just looking at some screens. We'll make some crazy trades later to try and push for the postseason with the Nationals. But right now, we're just looking through all the different screens in franchise mode. So player search, we already looked at that. That's so good. You can look at so many different things. Years left, contract, league level, overall minimum, attributes that you want to see. Minimums for up to 4 different attributes. Lovely stuff. Now, over to the standings. We have the league tab. You have the league standings, Grapefruit League, Cactus League, all that good stuff. You can also you can also look at statistics, player stats, team rankings, MLB records, and achievements. MLB records, single season records, career records. When you're looking at achievements, you can also see your franchise's achievements. Pretty good. I like to see that. So you kind of got to combine this page, which is your franchise's achievements, with that previous GM page, which is your achievements. Like if I win the World Series, it will go into the franchise's World Series titles. Now there's 2. For me as a GM, I have 1, but the franchise has 2. So keep both those things in mind. Strikeout champions, no hitters thrown, Cy Young winners, 100-win seasons. Great stuff. Appreciate that, Dom. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Barry Bonds' record not recognized right now. True. Yeah, only the team. I see. Did I miss that? Let me see. Statistics, MLB records. There you go. San Francisco Giants. Interesting. They put the team but not the name. Huh. Okay. So then we see... So statistics we looked at. Player stats, all that stuff for your team, for the league as well. You can also look at the league leaders. Batting average, hits, wins above replacement for pitching, batting, blah, 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 blah. Amazing. Injured list, 10-day, 15-day, 60-day, and finally the top prospects list. That's really cool because you can see which of your prospects are among the top 50 in the MLB, all the way down to number 50. Which ones do you want to target maybe? Which teams have the most? Maybe some team has a surplus and they're going for the postseason run. You want to try and make a trade with one of them. Many different things that you can look at on this list. Currently, of course, with real-life players, but as time goes on, generated players will become a part of it. So Gunnar Henderson, currently the number 1 prospect in the MLB. Andrew Painter, Corbin Carroll, Grayson Rodriguez, all kinds of real prospects with real high potential. That's the top prospects. Then in settings, I'm not going to go into that right now, but you have your user settings, your sliders, all kinds of different stuff. You can do the sliders on just about everything. Throwing errors for the outfield, fielder reaction, wind, all kinds of trade frequency, and so on. That's about it for those at the top. Now, calendar, which is great. I'm going to show you calendar simulation later on, but you fly through the calendar like butter. I love flying through the calendar. It's so fast. You could sim multiple seasons. I'm actually planning on, if there's interest in it, doing some career simulations on franchise mode and MLB The Show. Excuse me. Because on NHL, it literally takes me about 3 or 4 days to do a career simulation because of each season takes a good 20 minutes plus. Every season in MLB The Show, you're flying through the calendar. You'll see the speed. You'll be shocked. And not only do you get the speed of the simulation, you can also go back and look at, what was the box score of that game from 6 months ago? MLB and NHL, you only get the score. So you got the calendar. Contract extensions is the thing that's coming up in the most soon. You can make an offer to the players that you currently have under contract, blah, blah, blah. Free agency we already looked at. Trade talks, sim to regular season. A quick reminder, when you sim to a date, do not sim directly that day. Sim directly the day before because it will sim the day for you. Yes, thank you very much. If you go to, let's say I want to sim this game against the, against the Cardinals, I would have to sim to the day before against the Astros because if I say, because it's not sim to date, it's sim through date. It says in the triangle there, bottom left corner, sim through date, and I don't want to do that. That is the difference between another difference in MLB and NHL. So I think I'm going to try to make some trades here. I don't know if you guys have any recommendations. And we're going to try to simulate through a season and see some of the things that pop up, the scouting, the draft. As of now, I think I've showed you everything that I can show you. There's things like we can apply sponsorships, and there's all kinds of settings, like I mentioned. But we're not looking into that at the moment. I'm going to save that for when we're actually playing. So we got to look for I don't know about Gunnar or Witt. They have a ton of trade value and they're low 80s. I would want to look for an older player who has a higher overall, maybe, right? Let's try and push for the postseason here. No, I don't want a young future core. I just want a 1-year run at the World Series with the worst team in the MLB, one of the worst teams in the MLB. That's what I want to do. So anyone with guys with Mackenzie Gore, that guy's out of here. We're looking if I say Mackenzie Gore, give me MLB ready players. Who are you offering me here? Let's see, Orioles, Red Sox. Let's look for. No stopping until I see an 80 overall. Where's an 80 overall? I got a couple 79s. Jake Cronenworth for Mackenzie Gore. Cronenworth, come on. Disgusting offer. Okay. I know some teams offer me 2, 3. Come on. Danny Jansen, you got it. Danny Jansen as the catcher. Let's do it. Let's go to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays catchers, Danny Jansen. And you can ask them, what do you want from me for Danny Jansen? You want Lane Thomas, Jeter Downs, and Drew Mendoza. Hold on, cancel offer. I want to keep Lane Thomas. He could probably play in the MLB. Actually, we have Joey. We got Big Joey. Who else could I throw in, though? Let's see. Who has C potential? No. Come on, let's get Danny. Come on, let's do it for Hobbsy. We think we should be getting more value. We're definitely interesting for Robert Hassel III. And they wouldn't want to do it for anybody else, eh? No. Robert Hassel III. Danny Jansen, welcome to the organization. There's one. Any other suggestions? If not, I'm just going to make random trades just to have a little bit of fun and try to make the postseason because this team is definitely not making it on their own. Let's see. So let's look at different positions. We got our starting catcher. We got Danny Jansen. We'll trade Ruiz. We'll trade Keibert. Let's get a first baseman in here. First baseman. Anyone who's old with value. Brandon Drury, maybe. Alonso. Alonso. I'm blanking. Alonso. Nathan Lowe. Let's get Nathan Lowe in here. Who do you want for Nathan Lowe? Lane Thomas, Brady House, and Keibert Ruiz. You're crazy. Matt Olson, not going to happen. Pete Alonso, not going to happen. Rhys Hoskins, who's out for the season in the real world. For Elijah Green, Alex Call, and Donovan Casey. Yeah, I could do that. Rhys Hoskins, there's first base. I like Rhys Hoskins. Let's do him at first base. Second base. Who do we got at second base? Let's see, second base. Jonathan India, legend. Let's just try to make some moves here. Feel free to throw out some suggestions. Brendan Rodgers, not too much trade value. Chris Taylor? I like Chris Taylor. Good utility player. How many players? Yeah, he can play every secondary position. Trevor Story, yeah, it's too much value. Actually, no. The money, they would be willing to do it, eh? They'd be willing to do that. All right, let's get Trevor Story in here. Let's get a little redemption for Trevor Story. Tough times over in Boston. Trevor Story, welcome. Third base now. Third base. Let's see who we got. Not Devers, not gonna have DJ LeMahieu. I like DJ LeMahieu. Good contact. Trade value is a bit high. He's making a lot of money. Do we have enough budget for that? What kind of deal? No, they don't even want. There's no trade that works for them. Okay, let's not do that then. Let's. I gotta trade Patrick Corbin so I can free up some money here. Patrick Corbin for anybody. Actually, I prefer to do it for prospects. The more pieces, the more if I can get anyone want to trade me 2 players. two players. There we go. Giants is probably going to be it. Giants. Yeah, let's do the Giants. Thank you. Patrick Corbin. Bye-bye. Let's see. Excuse me. Third base now. Let's go third base. Look for a third baseman. Yankees. I already looked at this. I did these guys. Matt Chapman. Jose Ramirez. Alex Bregman. Too much value. Anthony Rendon. Or maybe Eugenio Suarez. Rendon might not be a bad option. Great power. What would they want for Rendon? No trades found? Come on. I guess I gotta go someone for a bit less value, perhaps. Gene Segura. I love Gene Segura. He has great contact. But he, again, that's a lot of value. Oh, they want to do this one. Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. To you and Pasquale. They want to do Victor Robles and a couple other pieces, eh? For Gene Segura, I like his contact. Let's do it. All right, so there's our infield. It was an atrocious infield. Shortstop, C.J. Abrams. I'm willing to move C.J. Abrams. So if I could get a great shortstop, that would be good. Like Francisco Lindor for C.J. Abrams. That's close, actually. But that's a lot of money as well. Anyone else out there? Trey Turner? Trey Turner? That's still too far off. Dansby Swanson just signed that huge deal with the Cubs. Willie? Let's do Willie. They don't like that, eh? Huge. Tommy Edman? No. Get Lindor? You think? Xander Bogaerts? That's very... Oh, Xander Bogaerts is very close. He has great contact. Xander Bogaerts would almost happen. Bo Bichette? Not quite. Bobby? No, it's not enough. Carlos Correa? No. Maybe we do Lindor. Maybe we do Lindor. Yeah, let's see if we can do it. There we go. I'll do it for you, buddy. Who's going to have to... Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Or they need two pieces? Okay, I'll give you 2D prospects. There you go. 2D prospects. Bang. Francisco Lindor. There you go, Dabrowski. There you go. Okay, so we have first, second, third. We have our shortstop. Very good. The outfield is not great. We got Joey out there, but left field, center field, not ideal. Let's check out left field. And maybe let's sign some free agents, eh? Free agency is going to help us out. Free agents. Let's see. We need some help before we go and look at trades. Left fielders, not... Profar is there. Maybe. Jose Rosa. We looked at him before. Let's sign Jose Rosa. Lorenzo Cain with all his speed, eh? It's gone down a little bit. Jose Rosa. Let's sign him. That's about what I'm looking for. Okay, good deal. Starting pitchers we need. Eichhoff, let's get him. Just a 1-year deal. No, I'll whatever you need to sign on. There you go. 8 years. Great. Okay, so that gives us someone else in the rotation. Relief pitchers, Zach Britton. Let's do it. Breton. Great. Closing pitchers, Trevor Rosenthal. Let's get him in there. Oh, 100 Miles Giles is here. No, probably hits per 9 is better here. Let's go for Rosenthal. But he wants like 14 million. He wants 10.5. He is a higher overall. 7-year contract for you. Great. Okay, so that helps out in that regard. Back to the trades. So we have a better rotation and some relief, but we still need some more. Catcher's done. First base, second base, third base, shortstop. We still need some outfield help. Jose Rosa is good to have in there, but we could really use a left fielder. Left fielders out here. We could get Austin Hayes. Oswaldo Cabrera. Pretty good, but that's a lot of value. Like Oswaldo Cabrera, that kind of value, not going to happen. Yeah, Jimenez? I like Jimenez. What do you say about Jimenez? Oh, they do Jimenez. Luis Garcia, Derek Hill, and Adon. Let's do it. Jimenez, welcome to the left field. I like Jimenez. So there's our left fielder, 78. Jose Rosa might be our center fielder. Maybe we can make a trade later on in the season. Joey in right field. Starting pitching is a big concern. Let's try and get a starting pitcher, and then I think we'll call it there. For Shohei, let's look at the Angels. Shohei, buddy, my goodness. Yeah, it doesn't look like that much compared to like that's a huge trade bar, but there's there's no way. There's no way it would even get close. Strasburg surprisingly has a lot of value. Throw in Mackenzie Gore, an A prospect. Doesn't even move it that much. And who else do I have on this team that I could throw in now? Lindor, budgetary constraints. Budgetary. And no, not even close with these 3 big pieces, but closer than you would think, but not even close. Okay, starting pitchers. Starting pitchers. I apologize for this taking a little long, as we want to see the deep dive of the rest of the mode, but just to get a trade going, and we cannot afford that much money either. A little Chris Bassett in here? No, it's gonna be too expensive. Michael Kopech? I love Michael Kopech. I don't think they want. Oh, Brady House, Lane Thomas. I want to keep Lane Thomas. Michael Kopech. Who else do we have? Michael Kopech. Actually, you know what? I really want to get Michael Kopech because he was a monster in our New York Mets franchise. So let's see if I can offer something aside from. Actually, yeah, this is a different deal. Okay, we'll do that. No problem. So Strasburg, Kopech. We have a couple pieces now. That's good. Trevor Williams, can I trade you away just because of your budget? B prospect. Beautiful. Done. Anyone else with a lot of money that I can dump out of here? $3 million for Chad Cool. Ooh, sorry, Chad. Another legend. Anyone with B potential? Beautiful. Done. Frees up some more money. Can we get Trevor Rosenthal will be the closer? Can we get some better relief pitching, maybe? We won't do that. I don't want to trade Lane Thomas, though. Any relief pitching recommendations? Relief Munoz? Yeah, way too much value. Actually, is it? For James Wood and Cal Finnegan. Let's do it. Why not? Munoz. Andres Munoz. Thank you very much. There you go. All right, so I think that's a pretty good team. Let's see how it performs. Roster, yeah, 11 different notifications there. Done. We'll let the computer do some automatic stuff there. I'll keep... I'll turn it to auto. Can I turn it to auto from here? No, I can't. User settings, mode specific. We'll do auto lineup rotations, auto 40-man, auto roster moves. The rest we'll keep manual. Yeah, let's do that. Apply changes. Okay, so let's sim through the calendar now. Let's go to... Watch the speed of the simulation. Oh my goodness, is this not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? Wow. Spring training's come to an end. We go 9-16. Ah, come on. 9-16. Lindor batting .258. Great from Munoz. Hoskins. Joey's looking good. Trevor Story, pick it up, buddy. Danny Jansen, .222 average. Not good against lefties. Come on, Danny. Strasburg. Ooh, Kopech, both with bad numbers. Good numbers from Segura. Tough from Jimenez. Ooh, boy. All right, well, we'll wait to see how they do in the season before we make any drastic changes. So now we're ready for the regular season. Correct? Or can I just say sim to regular season? Yes. Sim to regular season. All right, here we go. Sorry to have lost a few of you along the way. Hope that hope that if you are watching after the fact, you can just skip ahead to where you want to see. Sent down that guy. Okay. Looking at the rosters now. Sorry, the lineup. The lineup. Come on. There you go. Why is it not going? Lineup. Almost too fast. NHL is programming to get all tense with every 10-minute sim. Good to see you in here, Walter. Corey Dickerson. Lane Thomas. Why are you putting Corey Dickerson in there over him? But no really low overall guys. Too low. But Corey Dickerson against right-hand. I guess they love him for the contact. Yeah, okay. For the right-handed contact. Okay. Ruiz, we could trade him still for some more value probably. But we still need a backup catcher. Right? We have another catcher in our system. So we'll see. We'll keep him for trade bait. We'll see what happens. Pitching rotation is still pretty ugly down here in our 5 spot there. Let's see if we can sign another free agent maybe. Free agent starting pitcher, Jace Vines. Get in there, buddy. 73 overall. Why not? So now what I want to show you is how games can be quick managed. That's very fun. The scouting hasn't opened yet, so we can't do that. Reviewing sponsorships. This is a good way to get money. In-game ticker, active replay, or batter walk-up. We have Birdman bats, 30,000 per win. So make them the in-game ticker. And every win we get, that's $30,000 added to the budget. So that's great. There's the budget that we're looking at right there. Trade block, trade talks. The draft is 100 days away. So if I want to go play the game, I'll go ahead and click on Quick Manage. I can play the full game, obviously. Player lock, manage full game, retro mode. But Quick Manage is my simulation of choice. Of course, as the Nationals. Great. Good to go. Strasburg's on the mound. That's my lineup. Here we go. Play ball. From here, you can choose to pitch around, pitch to contact, walk batter, substitute. You can do a lot of different things. You can enter the game, simulate the half inning, a lot of different options for you. So if I say pitch, fly out, it tells me that guy flew out, he's 0 for 1 on the day, now this guy is at bat. Excuse me. Pitch, strikeout, pitch, ground out. Great. Now here's Gene Segura, who's up here for the Nationals, up against Spencer Strider. You can check his stats. You can see, okay, oh, he's a righty. Oh, and my guy, he's not good against righties, maybe. Ooh, I want to go substitute, pinch hit, blah, blah, blah. Swing, fly out, swing, double. Okay, so now do I want to steal third, hit and run, pinch hit, pinch run, all kinds of different options. Swing, bang. There's an RBI single. Double play. All right, now we're over to Ronald Acuna Jr. Strikeout from Strasburg. Olsen doubles. Ozuna flies out. Travis d'Arnaud pops up. So now you can start flying through it a bit more. Sim half inning, sim half inning, sim half inning. Let's go through it. Atlanta got 3 runs there. It'll sim the inning, but it won't do things like replacing your pitcher or making substitutes. You got to do that yourself. 2 runs, that's great. Strasburg, now his energy is getting a little low. He's pitched 6 innings. He's getting a little low. So we're still at the bottom, but Orlando Arcia, he's 2 for 2 on the day. Let's see what happens. He singles, 3 for 3. Michael Harris the second. RBI double. Now his energy dramatically drops. Time for a pitching change. So I'll say, ooh, who do I want to bring in? Not a lot of good options. I'd say, okay, this guy is a righty. He has good contact against lefties. So I'll bring in a righty. Let's go Erasmo Ramirez. He walks him. Riley 3-run bomb. Amazing. Fly out, pop up, solo bomb. Excuse me, single, pop up. Excuse me. Now here we go back to us. We're down 8-3 with a 5-run 7th inning. Strikeout, ground out, single, strikeout. Strikeout, ground out, walk. Let's get this guy out of here now. Let's bring in Weems, Jordan Weems, ground out. Jose Rosa, single. All right, let's try to steal second, buddy. You have 73 speed, stolen base. Beautiful. Gene Segura, bunt him over. Let's say, just for example, I need 1 run. So I wanted to bunt, sorry. Swing, great. Corey Dickerson, fly out. And you say, okay, here's Joey. He has 97 contact against lefties, great contact against righties as well. This guy's a righty. I want to go in and swing with him. Enter game. Now here we go. We get to enter the game. I love that option. I don't do it too much in franchise mode. I like to keep things simulation based, but it's nice to be able to jump in sometimes, make that an element, especially during the live streams. That'll be fun. I wouldn't call myself an amazing franchise mode player. MLB player. I think I'm an okay I'm a pretty decent franchise mode player. I wouldn't call myself an amazing MLB player, but I will try my best. Let me know about the volume. If the volume's too high, let me know.
Chris Singleton here in the booth.
Actually, I think I can hear it already. My TV is very low, and I can hear him very loudly. So let's say commentary volume. Let's bring that down.
Wow, that's awesome.
PA volume. Player yelling. Sound effects can stay up. Crowd has to go down. There you go. Okay, that's a bit better. Let me know how that is. If I need to make any changes, you let me know. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Hitting difficulties on veteran to start off here. 2 men on, down by 5. Oh, yeah. Oh,
swinging a foul straight back.
Very late. That was a good one.
Subtract, get
some
power contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation.
Cutter. Very late again.
All right. Get out of this little
These are my first swings in the entire game, actually, so I got to just get used to it.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
That was an ugly strikeout.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure. Hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Next offering way upstairs.
Take that. Who do you think I am?
Here's an interesting note on Colin McHugh. From
2-0
2017 to
2 outs, 2 men on.
the 5
Bottom
years
of the
that he
8th.
played, every team he played on won 100 games.
Oh, again.
The Astros from
I
17
gotta
through
just get used to my
19,
timing.
the Rays in 21,
Again,
and the Braves in 22.
in the entire game. Just give me a few. Give me a few to get used to. There you go. There's a nice slider. There you go. There you go. Let's load the bases. I don't know. I would have been typing that guy in from third.
So it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
I'll take it. Bases
loaded.
They
call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Bases loaded for Danny Jansen. Bases loaded for Big Danny.
Those in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Good swing timing, but a great pitch. He has 88 power against righties.
The pitch.
No.
Strike 2.
I thought that was going to be a riser.
On third.
Like he did last time.
Over at second. Jimenez at first. 2 out of the inning.
Yeah. Ooh, might not be enough on that one.
That's back there.
Hold on, it's going back. It's going back! Oh, caught in right field. Danny Jansen. At least got some power on it. Better than going down swinging or going down looking. Oh, great chance there.
There it is. The crew chief has made the decision, and they're going to delay the game. The weather just too much to keep playing right now.
Well, hopefully
rain delay,
the break
30 minutes,
isn't too long.
I think this could pass through pretty quickly, Boo,
but I'm no weatherman. I do know this. These pitchers want to be able to stay in the game, so we'll see.
Get Carl in there. Warm up. Well, put him in game.
Welcome back, and we have good news. The tarp is off the field, the weather is cleared, and we're about ready to resume play.
Let's go.
Carl Edwards
Let's go
Jr.,
with the 4-seam.
the new pitcher after a short delay, and we're ready to play
it's
ball.
not my...
Acuna.
Whoa. I've never pitched like this. Gameplay. Where's pitching? Gameplay style. Pitching difficulty. Where's pitching control? Pitching interface. There we go. Pulse.
In now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Thank you. Okay. 4-seam. There we go. 4-seam right up there. Oh,
that one is absolutely belted.
Come on, Dickerson, you got that one.
Towards the wall.
Very good. Very good. Whoa! What? Dickerson? What's wrong with you?
And he's into third base.
The guy didn't want to jump for the ball? What was that?
I'm sure that feels pretty good
What was
after
that?
going hitless in this one so far.
You were just watching it?
Ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man.
I guess he got to really get under it. I don't know. He just had to put his arm up.
A fraction of an inch.
He was right there.
On the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Here's Matt Olson. And first offering is fouled off.
I've seen enough here. I've seen enough. Let's get back to the quick manage. Pitch, walk, pitch, strikeout, sack fly, stolen base, fly out. All right, Francisco Lindor. I want to work on my hitting a little bit. Let's just get a few hits in.
So bottom of the 9th.
Francisco Lindor, 0 for 3 on the day. Let's get a little contact swing going. No. Ooh, just got it. The giant baseball projector on the ground is where you're supposed to put the player. Was that not where I was? I came more inside than I thought. Can I look at replay? Was that not where I was, though? Replay vault. Yeah. Triple, yeah. Was that not where I was? Will it show me the big baseball again? No, it won't show me again, eh? Well, he was at the wall. I was like, okay, well, I can't go much further back than this. Come on now. Come on, Dickerson. All right, I concede. Maybe it was a bit of my bad in there as well. I'll take some responsibility, but come on.
Yeah, the righty deals.
Dickerson. No,
that one misses.
Second time like that.
Going to count 1 and 2.
Dickerson's a cone. All right. Oh, again, that was more inside than I thought.
For the out.
Good contact. Late swing, good contact. That slider, he made me swing once and miss. I got him once as a ball, and the third time I got contact, but caught for an out.
With the center fielder positioned in that left
slider.
center field
All right,
gap.
here's Hoskins now. No, come on.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Not going to take those.
2-0.
Not going to take those. Let's go, Hoskins, with your torn ACL. Let's go. No. Oh, okay. Close. I thought he's just been really going inside. So you know what? I'm okay with taking that. I thought he was going inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not good contact. Good swing timing. Come on! Good swing time, and that's what you give me? Come on, Hoskins. All right, last one.
Here's
Trevor Story. Here he is.
As the
Big
Nationals are
Trev.
down to their final out.
Yeah.
That's out to center field.
On it,
Harris has a beat on
just
it.
out to center field. Again, good contact.
He's got it. Ball game.
All right. Braves win 9-3 to open the season.
9-3 your final.
Just get a little
here
bit
in
of
this
experience.
For Chris Singleton and our entire.
All right. We'll take it just for the laughs. Let's get through this now, because I don't want to spend all day on this imaginary season. What I want to get to is some scouting. So advance a day. When's scouting open? When is scouting open? Roster. Yep. What's that guy signed? Why is Eichhoff? What? Why is he in the AAA? I gotta do this all myself. He's on the 40-man roster. What a joke! Add to the 40-man. That's a full 40-man roster. Oh, boy. Okay. Remove from 40-man roster. Remove from 40-man roster. Who else is to be removed? Everyone's good? Remove from 40-man roster. Okay. Starting pitcher. Okay. Add to 40-man. Move to MLB. Add to 40-man. Move to MLB. NCAA news, Bama has fallen. No kidding. I have Gonzaga winning it, so what are your initial thoughts? Any sizable upgrades or downgrades? None yet. It's the scouting, which we haven't even gotten to yet because it's still locked. So that's the biggest thing that I want to see. But no sizable upgrades or downgrades, I would say, just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the rotation. And Gray can be in there. Cavalli, send you down to AAA, I suppose. Whatever. No kidding. Well, I got Zaga going far. I don't know much. I really don't know. I can't name you a single player in the entire tournament, but I know the teams from history. Zach. Add him. Move to MLB. Who's the lowest guy here? Victor. Move to AAA. There you go. Closing pitches, Rosenthal. My goodness. No, that's why none of these guys were getting... that's why we were struggling so much. Some of the guys that we went out and got are just festering away. Scam. They tried to scam us. Add to the 40-man. Move to the MLB. Okay. Everybody else is good. Hoskins. Story. Segura. Lindor. Jimenez, Rosa, Harvard alum. So if Princeton actually gets the... I don't know. That's cool stuff. Walter, good for you. That's very impressive. All right, great. MLB roster, send somebody down. One of these relief guys, I suppose. Send you to AAA. Okay, that's all taken care of. Coach contracts. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Good to go. Okay. Sim through that. Okay, today is the day to set scouting assignments. Here we go. So now here's the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes, I am. I am actually. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Thanks for saying so. We're a couple of academics. Lindor on the real franchise. I don't know. That's a big contract. And people like Lindor. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. Lindor, I don't know, he has a lot of term. I don't care about the money so much as the term and the time in which it was signed. He signed only like a year ago, right? I don't know. So the scouting, this is what we've been waiting for. Here is the big moment. Welcome to the Scouting Big Board. This is your central hub to learn about prospects in this year's draft. Scouting assignments are decided on a weekly basis for 14 weeks. It's important for teams to use this time to prepare for a successful draft. You have 3 scouts in your organization. That means you have up to 3 scouting assignments per week. No, not at all, Pat. This is the moment we've been waiting for. When you are finished with your scouting assignment for the week, and by the way, Pat, another huge thank you to you. If you or anyone else wasn't here in the stream before, Pat is the reason why we're able to not only play the game, but play the game with early access. So a huge thank you to Pat for his contribution. Advance to finalize your weekly plan. You also, when you're finished with your scouting assignments for the week, select this to finalize. You also have the option to skip scouting and set it to auto. So this is very, very interesting. Not only are you scouting, you're scouting with priorities. You can see what your positions to improve are, as you have central field is 20th, starting pitching is 22nd, closing pitching is 22nd. So you say, okay, these are the things I probably want to target. My shortstop depth is there. So I'd say that, whatever. Well, you only have a max of 3. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So that would increase player interest. So if I am scouting a starting pitcher and I've selected that I want starting pitching to improve, that increases that player's interest in signing with my team. Because now in MLB The Show, not only do I need to draft a player who has high potential, but I need to draft a player who's also interested in signing with me. Huge change. So his interest will increase if his position is one of the positions that I, as an organization, have chosen to say I want to improve. So let's say starting pitching, center field, and closing pitching. There we go. That's what I want right there. I bought the show my main game each year, so I want those extra 4 days. There you go. So those are my 3 spots, and I'm going to go to, scout assignments. Each scout has 4 attributes that determine their scouting abilities. The higher the attribute, the better they are in that area. Pitcher's attribute determines the accuracy of scouting for pitchers. Position players, same thing for them. Discovery is the amount of new prospects discovered per week. And efficiency, this determines the amount of player interest / percentage. The player interest percentage and scouting progress percentage gained each week. So if I have a scout with, let's say, 90-something efficiency, that player's interest percentage and the scouting progress percentage will go faster and higher than my current scouts with 86, 74, whatever else. If a scout is not busy, you can give them one of the assignments below. Scout prospect, scout position, discover new prospects. The quickest way to gather information on a single scout prospect. That's the quickest way to gather information on a single prospect. This is also the best way to increase a prospect's interest percentage in signing with your team. This allows you to scout multiple prospects at a specific position and region, but at a slower rate. That's for scout position. Discover new prospects. This will have the scout search a specific region and discover unknown prospects. You may even discover a diamond in the rough. So let's try one thing per player, per scout, just to see. This guy is good at pitchers and position players. Let's go position player. We have, and you have the draft rank for the MLB and for the team. Like for right now, this guy, Roberto Escalona, is currently projected to be the #1 prospect for both the MLB and for my team. There's no discrepancy just yet, but we will find as time goes on, a guy that the MLB has ranked at 8, for example, might be ranked at 2 for us. So, we definitely want to try to get him later. Or a guy that we have is ranked #2, and we have the 2nd overall pick. Our scouts rate him at 7. Maybe we don't want to take him. So it's not just central scouting or whatever else. You have his potential plus his current overall. He's currently a junior, 4-year junior, 21 years of age. Doctor exam is pending. Secondary positions unknown, blah, blah, blah. And he's a starting pitcher. The prospect player card contains additional information that is helpful for scouting, drafting, and signing draft picks. Some of this information may be unknown at this time. As you scout prospects, their scouting progress will continue to increase over time, and more prospect information will become available. The prospect's potential, overall, and attribute ranges will also narrow to give you a better prediction of their skill level. Bonus demand, this is the amount of money the prospect wants when signing. So if you draft a prospect very highly, MLB rank, draft class, signing motivation, overall, that all factor into the demand. If you draft a prospect 1st, 2nd, 3rd overall, they want a big signing bonus as opposed to who you're drafting in the 2nd round. Prospects can also be motivated by draft position or bonus demand. Some even prefer to be balanced right in the middle. So it depends on what is motivating them. Doctor exam. This is also another new thing. Prospects can take a physical, but can also opt out. Prospects that opt out will be reevaluated post-draft as healthy or injured. Drafting an injured player could mean a long-term injury that affects a prospect's potential. Very interesting. And you can also see the prospect's chance of future injury. So I really like that element of the scouting. This guy is currently scouted at 10%. So I want to scout him with in my number 1 slot. So not only is starting pitcher a priority, I also have him in my number 1 slot. So I'm gaining 8% interest per week and 80% scouting per week. So after 1 week, I should have 90% scouting progress and 8% interest. If I were to scout this guy for 14 weeks, well, then I would be over 100%, because 8 times 4 plus 8, yeah, exactly. I would be over 100%. But let's say I just scout him for 3 weeks, then I get to 24%. If I scout him for 2 weeks, I get to 16%, multiples of 8. If I remove him, change prospect, and let's say I take this guy, then I put Escalona in my second slot. Now he only gains 4% interest per week and 70% scouting per week due to my scout as well. So where you place the prospect is very interesting. Or you can even move their priority around. Very interesting. Scout assignment. Actually, I don't want this guy scouting players. Change scouting assignment. Let's say that's Diego Blackwell who's doing the pitch. No. What's Diego doing there? Diego gives him 70% scouting. Change, cancel. Give him to Gary, who has 92 for pitchers. Give this guy, who has discovery, discover new prospects. Find me a pitcher from the West. And number 3, this guy who's good at pitchers, you can also go and study this guy, Alejandro Malanca. There you go, plus 2% interest per week. He doesn't like being in the 3 slot, but plus 50% scouting per week. And then, of course, we discover up to 3 players per week. Many players are already discovered, so up to 3 more players discovered per week. Whew, so there is the start. Advance, I finalized the weekly scouting plan. Bang, all done. I have nothing else. Can I still change it? Yes, I could, but it's been finalized. Good. So let's start simulating a little bit. Let's see what happens. Also, critical situations, another part of franchise mode. They can say, hey, look, the game is tied. You're batting at home. Walk it off, slugger. Runners on first and second. So you can enter the game. Bang, and go do that. Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can pull it out here. Well, I go ahead and grab a sip. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, runners on first and second, tie game. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, Dom, you can also set a lot of these things to auto. The beauty is, if you really do want to commit and be like a full-time manager, then
John
great,
Shelby
you can.
Alongside Chris Singleton.
Water just H2O, my friend. Nothing better.
On the show for a live look-in. You're right.
We go 1 for
on
4 in the day with a double.
Nets up to bat here in the bottom of the inning with a
short
chance
as
to
well.
walk
Actually, I had
it
a
off.
tea before the stream, and I'll be having a tea again after the stream, as I'm going to watch the Season 3 finale of Star Trek Voyager. No, are you?
That hits the dirt, and it's 1-0. Bullpen movement for the Rays.
I actually just watched episode
Jalen
6 of
Beeks
Season 3 of Star Trek.
warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Adam warming up as well.
The controller's vibrating. The
The
pressure's
1-0.
on. No, what is
And
that?
that's outside.
Come on.
Tough
You're
spot
not
right
getting
here.
on those,
Couple
Ryan
runners
Thompson.
on, 2-ball
You can get me on
count.
other stuff, but not on those.
You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
I'm loving Picard. I am loving it.
2
Season
on,
1
2 outs.
was rough.
On the ground.
No.
They
Season
get the
2
force.
was pretty
Third
atrocious,
out.
I have to say.
So the
Seasons
Nats
1 and
leave
2
a
were both
pair.
really bad, in my opinion. Season 3 is
New inning
amazing.
getting
And it's
started
not just
at the
it's an extra
plate.
inning. It's
Wander
good.
from
And it's not
third.
just because, oh look, it's nostalgia, next gen characters or whatever. No, it's not just the nostalgia. It's Terry Matlas who's running the
Rainey
show and not
back to
Alex
work.
Kurtzman, and that has
Left
changed
field.
everything. All right, let's get under the ball.
Jimenez has it
Under the
sized
ball.
up.
Under the ball. There you
Puts the
go.
squeeze on
There
that
you go.
one.
All that. Don't think.
And
Don't even
there's
think
one
about
down.
it. Don't even think about it there at second base. I'm really liking the series. Yeah, I think it's very well. It's much more well written, much more better written, much more well written than seasons
Harold
1 and 2.
Ramirez at the dish.
Plus, the story
Known
is
for
great
his
that it
late
ties
inning
in
heroics.
with DS9, and there's all kinds of Easter eggs of so many different things going on. Yeah,
The
new
first
rules are in the
pitch
game.
misses for ball 1.
Not
One
the
out.
pitch count though,
The
but the
go-ahead run
extra.
is
Sorry,
at
by
second.
new. I'm thinking like like the extra runner in the runner on second base.
Misses inside. And that's
it's like a completely different show. They finally decided to make an actual Star Trek. Exactly. You don't got it. Okay, if you understand that, Walter, then now we have to tell you
right
about
hander also getting loose.
Come on now.
2-0. And that one sliced.
It's actually Star Trek. I wouldn't say it's like Trek at its core. That's where it's like Strange New World. I haven't watched actually Strange New World. I'm saying the discovery of Strange New Worlds,
reliever,
and exploration and diplomacy. That's Star Trek, right? But this is actually, for a 10-episode series, this is way more Star Trek than seasons 1 or 2 of Picard. Let's go for 2 seam.
And that's ripped for a base hit.
Come on, Dickerson.
Here comes Lau.
I'll just throw it to second.
He'll score, and it's now 5-4.
All right, there's a run for Tampa.
There you go, the RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah,
why am I wasting all my time here? Quick manage. Pitch, caught stealing, ground out. Great. All right, Corey Dickerson.
Jason
Adams
himself takes over on the mound. This is his first appearance of the season.
The runner on second.
Here's Dickerson now. Came into the game on defense, so his first trip to the plate here.
No.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
Did you watch this week's episode, Walter? Episode 6 of Picard?
That misses. 2 balls,
no strikes. That circle change-up actually almost got me.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
All right, advance the runner.
The leadoff man is out.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Yep.
Right side. Lau sends it to first, and they're down to their last out.
Swing time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of.
I've been slacking my wife and watching Love Is Blind. Bit of a different show, of course. Oh, that slider got me. I'm very excited. Like I said, I'm watching season 3 finale of Voyager.
No chance. Probably have some.
I've seen all of Next Gen, all of Deep Space Nine, but now I'm finishing off season 3 of Voyager.
0-2 as he waves at that one.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And an excellent job keeping it right there. So now 1-2 to Reese.
Oh, yeah. Not every time, but almost every time, I suppose.
Throw to first, ball game, and the Rays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run.
I'm not going to go into, by the way, I'm just not going into critical situations anymore because we got to sim this season. We got to get through here. Trevor Story out 1 to 2 weeks, but I'm on the 10-day IL. Got into Star Trek in college so I could hooked me in. Haven't seen Voyager. No! Oh, you gotta see Voyager. Love Voyager. But I still have DS9 ranked above Next Gen as well. DS9 and Next Gen are very different, I find. Well, I don't think I think they just are. But they're both amazing in their own ways. Both Trek, both amazing. Pat loving the Love Is Blind. Auto. When is the scouting done for the week? It's locked for the next few days. When is it? It's every Sunday, sorry. By the way, Pat, we got Michael Kopech in here. I thought you'd enjoy that. How's everybody looking out here? 364 batting. Who's this guy? Lindor batting 174. Come on, Francisco. I have no commitment to anyone. I will trade anyone, anytime. Turn off critical situations. Thank you. Out 1 to 2 months. 60-day. Bye-bye. Auto-utilize. And now. Okay, so yeah. Every Sunday scouting day. So let's see what happened. So, ooh, okay. So he already had interest. And then he gained more interest. So we have, oh my goodness. The MLB, this guy's ranked number 1 in the MLB. And he's ranked 23rd? Are our scouts just horrible? Or what? Oh my goodness. Okay, and this other guy, Alejandro, he's ranked number 2. We have him at number 25? Huh? Okay, hold on. Cancel. Okay, now, new week of scouting. Here we go. This guy, let's scout a position player. Who are the top position players? This guy's ranked number 6. Our scouts have maybe number 4. Let's get him scouted up. Number 2 priority. Let's get this guy discovering more prospects. Give me an infielder from an international infielder. And this guy, give me a pitcher. Let's scout Russell Armstrong. We have him ranked at number 1, so let's learn more about Russell Armstrong. Voyager's closer to TNG in style than DS9. Back to exploration, plots and more standalone episodes and 2-parters. Yeah, I love 2-parters. Scorpion Part 1 to end Season 3 is what I'm watching tonight. Can't wait. Advance, finalize, beautiful. Sim to next Sunday. Keep active. Keep active. Why is everybody always injured so much? Auto-utilize. Alright. Yes, stop simulating. I shouldn't, can't sim through the day. Scouting. Okay, so this guy, who we had ranked so high, now we had him scouted at 1, now he's dropped to 12. Only 60%, but I'm going to give him another week, actually. Let's scout Russell Armstrong again, and let's take out this guy, who we know a lot about now. Cancel. Let's add scout position player. Who else we have out here? Let's go. Nobody else on the infield? Nobody else infield. Let's just look by infield then. First baseman from 6 to then 62. Second goes 29. Like, I'm thinking like anybody we would take with our first round pick, right? Yeah, I love, and the thing is, Walter, every team has a different ranking because each team has their own scouts. So it's not just everyone's mindless drones like an NHL where, oh, this guy's ranked 32nd or 48th. Whoever has pick 48 will draft him. No, it's anything. Okay, great. Scorpion, we'll talk. Right fielders. Yeah, it's true. We have our fantasy draft tomorrow. Let's go back to first baseman, I guess. Orlando May. There you go. Russell Armstrong, and we'll do more discovery for this guy. Give me an outfielder from the Central. There we go. Russell, let's change you. Discover new prospects. Actually, Orlando, go to 1. There we go. Advance. So after we're done this, the season really flies. But after that, while we're there, we have to stop every week. Nathaniel Lowe going to the Rangers? No, he went from the Rangers to somewhere I didn't see. Yes, sorry, Sunday. What am I saying? Thank you, Hamzi. Scouting. Okay, so now we see. Or Russell Armstrong. Now we have him 100% scouted. Oh my goodness. He's ranked 3rd, and we have him at 34. Is that just the scouts, or is it that he's just that far down? Wow. Okay, so let me go ahead and remove him. We know enough about him now. Cancel the assignment. Orlando May, he's ranked 62nd. We have him at 79th, just a random guy. So I'll go ahead and we'll remove him as well. Cancel and cancel. All right, back to scouting positions. Let's scout positions, because we gotta, instead of just scouting prospects, let's scout positions. All starting pitchers in the West. Let's scout, then we'll scout all starting pitchers in Central and all scouting, scout all in the East. Bomb the interviews. Just, maybe, could be the ugly girlfriend. Classic story. Which GM said that story again? That if he has an ugly girlfriend, it means he has low confidence or something? Who's the general manager that said that story? Was it Brian Burke? For a day or two, blah, 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 blah. Auto. Okay. We're 12 and 14. Scouting. 10 starting pitchers, starting pitcher prospects scouted. 19 scouted. 21 scouted. Great. They all got plus 3% interest and plus 10% scouting. Was it really? Was it Brent? What? Really? I thought it was, my apologies to Brian Burke. Oh, no, yes, it was in Moneyball. Yeah. Now I totally remember. Oh, Where did I pull Brian Burke out of? My apologies. Yeah, that was in Moneyball, Oakland A's. All right, let's go back to scouting prospects. I want to see these guys. Brian Villarreal. Then we'll go to Alberto Ruiz. And finally to Justin Tucker. Let's do that. Let's get some... I want to see more discrepancies between rankings. That's what I'm really interested in seeing. Let's see more of those. 1 to 2 months. 15-day, I guess. Berkey said some crazy stuff. Okay, thank you. What's up in the roster? Okay, they give you up. That's another thing about I skipped through it, but it gives you updates every month on what your team's been doing down in AAA and AA, who's been getting hit, who's been hot, who's been cold. That's really good to keep in mind. Lineups, what's going on out here? 198 for Rhys Hoskins. Come on, buddy. Pitching rotation. What's up in the rotation? 5.13 ERA. Tough ERAs for everybody, huh? Yeah. How's Rosenthal doing? And our closer, of course, Munoz. Okay. Back to scouting. So Alberto Ruiz, who's ranked number 4 by the MLB, is our number 1 guy. But I'm going to actually give everyone another week because I want to get that fully scouted. So I'll give those same 3 guys another week. Let's see that. I'm excited for the draft because it's all fun screens and everything. It's going to be good. We're 20 and 19. We're now above 500. That's great. So there we go. These guys, 5 for the MLB, 8 for us. 4 for the MLB, 1 for us. And then Justin Tucker, ranked number 8 in the MLB, is number 2 for us. So that could be a great steal. Even though he's 85% scouted, that's still enough, I think, to make a good guess. No problem. Thank you, Hobbsy. Appreciate that. See you in the Discord server, my friend. Red boy. Okay, so back to scouting prospects. Alberto Ruiz, good to go. Ricky Kirk. And we'll go to Stephen Root. And then John Robertson. I know we could do other things that are more efficient, like scouting different positions and scouting according to where we think we'll be drafting. Like our pick is projected for pick, 70. So we should look at people who are in the 70s. But I'm not really looking at too much right now. I'll do a little bit of that towards the end, I suppose. Why not? The draft is in how many days now? 48 days. So we still have another... This is week 8 of 14. Good. This guy is ranked 11th. We have him at 36. That's enough. Yes. Cancel. This guy, I want to know a bit more about John Robertson. So what's the first year that they showed as well, it tells you instead of round 1, round 2, round 3, they tell you pick 39, pick 76, pick 106. So, okay. I want a starting pitcher. The interest bar, where was it? Here. Their interest in signing with the team. Now, if I draft this guy... and he has 0% interest in signing with me, I'm not sure if he'll sign, guaranteed, but I do know that at the very least it would cost way more than it would have costed. But if he has a very high level of interest, it won't cost me as much to get him to sign on. Because just because I draft him, it doesn't mean he'll sign with me. So the interest level, which can go up by me scouting him in my number 1 slot, me having an interest in starting pitchers, that's what will make his interest go up. And we can get him at cheaper costs. XD Kachuk, welcome to the stream, buddy. Scout Pro. So if I want to say, okay, let's look at someone who's like ranked 39. Someone we can get at 39 maybe. Starting pitcher around 39. This guy's not going to be there. Maybe that's another. Yes, very cool feature. Could have an Adam Fox situation. Yes, you could. Let's scout this guy here, James Jennings, who. MLB has him 48. Maybe we have him 46. Then we'll do Tim Ruiz as well. Oops. Tim Ruiz. So there you go. You can kind of aim for, okay, if we're going to be drafting at 76, I'm not even going to think about a guy who's ranked 62. Maybe in terms of our ranking, but on MLB ranking, he'll be gone. Where did I skip past him? Tim Ruiz. There you go. Finalize. Back to the calendar. We gotta make a trade soon. Come on, let's get serious out here. 1 to 2 months. Bye-bye. The Rays want to offer you a deal. Let's see this. Rays want to give me 2 prospects for Joey. Not going to happen. Thank you. Keep scouting. Keep simulating. That's a tough little losing streak there. Back to the scouting. So his interest was 46%. Now it's 49%. This guy, James Jennings, 70% interest. That's huge. but he is ranked around 59. I don't know if that would be a pick for us in our second round. I don't know. So John Robertson, good. So if I know, for example, I know that I'm picking number 2, I want to look at, like, I know Alberto Ruiz is ranked number 4, but I have him number 1. So I would love to get him. So I want to keep scouting him, not because I know him, but because I want to increase the interest that he has in signing with me. What else? Let's see. Mark Cox, he is ranked 6, but ranked 2 for us. So again, I want to raise interest in him. And then the guy who we have ranked 3rd, I guess, Justin Tucker, I want to raise his interest as well. So this will be an interest week. Just an interest week. And you know what? The team is struggling. The team is struggling. Hold on. What's going on over here? 233 from Corey Dickerson. Yeah, you're out of here. We need a new left fielder. Hoskins, you're done. First base and left field. Let's make a quick little trade here. Need a new first baseman. Taking any suggestions. Let's get a first baseman. Anthony Rizzo? The money wouldn't work. Hold on. I'll give you Hoskins. I'll give you Dickerson. I want a fielder, an outfielder, and I want a first baseman. Would the money work? No, it wouldn't. Is there a bust mechanic in the game? Yes, there is. Or it's similar to NHL where every... No, there is a bust. There is definitely... That comes in the injury risk as well. Higher injury risk equals lower potential or lower ability to reach his potential. And there are diamonds in the rough and busts. I don't think it's as clear as saying the word bust, but there are busts in terms of things like overall and things that just don't develop, things that become nuisances and don't grow quite well. Nathaniel Lowe's doing great. He just got traded. It wouldn't be super realistic, but we don't really care about that. I'd have to do more experience, though. I'd have to get a bit more experience before I give you a better answer on that, though, Walter. All right, Nathaniel Lowe, welcome to the team. Let me see if we can get an outfielder. We have Jimenez, we have Rosa, and we have Big Joe. Joey. A better center fielder would be great. Anyone want to send me a center fielder? Miles Straw, legend. Byron Buxton. Michael Taylor. How's Michael Taylor doing? Batting 228. Duran. Too much value. Who has C potential but high overall? Christian Vasquez. Isn't he a catcher as well? A secondary position? No. Batting 201. No, thank you. Jorge Polanco. Polanco batting 260. Let's try to get Polanco. What do you say about this? Polanco for Jace Vines. No, I want to trade Jose Rosa. Prospects. Tim Cate, Carter Keyboom, and Matt Cronin. Yeah, why not? Polanco. Let's do it. Miami's eliminated Houston. Woo! Another big one. All right, big moves there for the Nationals. So we got Nathaniel Lowe. He's in the MLB. Good. And we got Polanco. Where's Polanco? Where is he? Where'd Polanco go? Am I blind? Where's Polanco? What? He's a second baseman? What's wrong with me? They're not just... I thought I traded for an outfield, a center fielder. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I was even looking at second baseman. It didn't click in my head. Man. Harrison Bader. Can I get Harrison Bader? Batting 260? I'm crazy. Oh, 'cause I was clicking... Yeah, bracket's still perfect, of course. Okay. Definitely slipped. I was looking at... After Buxton, I slipped after that, I guess. Kevin Pillar, legend. Brandon Nimmo, batting 303. Let's do it. Brandon Nimmo, I'll take you. Who do you want with Brandon Nimmo? Okay, I'll throw you 2 people, I guess. Come on. Brandon Nimmo, come aboard. They don't want anybody. Oh. Oh, injury cannot be traded. Okay, you want Jeremy De La Rosa, yeah, of course. Of course you do. A guy with B potential. Whatever. And you want this. Okay, that's done. Brandon Nimmo, welcome to the team. Great. Whew, thank you for bearing with me. Center field, MLB, great. Okay, let's keep on simulating. And get the next scouting report. Loss. Great. Nice little losing streak to get that going. Great. Ruiz out for like 3 months. Okay. Auto, all the injuries. Nice. Nice week of losing streaks. Everyone's injured. Auto utilize. Okay. Back to scouting. Interest has gone up. Now this guy has 75% interest. 64.53. Lovely. Cancel. Now, let's say I don't know. Let's just change. I'm looking at all the recommended draft prospects. How about that? Does it give me according to position? No, eh? I don't know who's recommending it then. Recommended by who? Pick 76 I have. Let's look into the 70s here. 76. Let's look at Fred Dennison. Contacting agent to learn player's interest. Okay, so that takes time because you don't know anything yet. Top 100 prospects, MLB rank, and team rank. Ah, interesting. MLB rank and team rank. And then just all. Let's go to closing pitchers. That was something we had on our needs list. What's also good is that they said, I was watching what the developers had to say. These guys aren't ranked. There will no longer be, this guy has maybe 99 potential, sure. There will no longer be like closing pitchers going first overall. The game will take needs into consideration. The team's needs and the team's rankings and all that will all be taken into consideration. So no more 80 overall closing pitchers out of high school going first overall or whatever. Let's go by this way, huh? There you go. Let's go by the opposite way. Come on. Let's get into the hundreds. No ranking on these guys. Wow, that's surprising. Okay, there we go. This guy maybe has 93 potential, 98 potential. Great. Let's scout Adam Black. Calendar. Sim. Man, atrocious losing streaks here. What's wrong with this team? Scouting. Okay, so we know more about this guy. Still unranked, but the potential is coming a bit more clear. Let's keep scouting. Fred, we're going to cancel you. You're done. And we're going to go ahead and scout... Who else? We have pick 39. This is fun when you're doing a mode. If you want to dedicate a lot of time to it. Right now, we don't really have a lot of desire because we're not doing a long-term series. Let's look at this guy. Draft 37. Draft rank 37. We maybe have him at 29. Let's see. Frederick Lopez. You can definitely get crazy steals with those different rankings. Crazy steals. And what's up with this team? What's up in the lineup? What's going on over here? People still struggling? Trevor Story batting .234? Come on, buddy. Is it the rotation? Ugly ERAs from these guys. Mackenzie Gore? Trash. Okay, Gore and Eichhoff. You're out of here. Let's try and make a push for the postseason. Come on. Gore, Eichhoff. Out of here. MLB ready. Who kind of pitcher can I get for that? I can get Grayson Rodriguez. I'm just looking at starting pitchers. Braden McKay, Cal Quantrill, Tariq Skubal from the Tigers. Okay. Tigers, probably the best one there. Eric Lauer. Dustin May. That's a good option. Yeah, let's go for, what's his name? Tariq. Offer trade. There you go. Thank you very much. Tariq, there you go. From California. Left-hander. So we have Tariq, Kopech, Strasburg, Vines, and Gray. That'll be our rotation right now. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. We're pretty close to wrapping it up. But we just want to end off the season. Tariq in the MLB. Good. Okay. Sim to next spot here. Auto utilize. Auto. Hey, there's a few wins. Thank you very much. Scouting. Okay, so this guy is... Sorry. So NR, still NR. NR. This guy... Whoa! Okay, let's keep scouting this guy. Let's make him our first priority, actually. The MLB has him at 37. We drafted 39. But our team has him at rank number 10. That could be a crazy steal. So let's keep scouting. Yeah, let's keep scouting all those guys. Everybody go hit like the attractive people you are. Data is too humble to remind us. Thanks, Pat. Appreciate you. Let's sim to the end here. Auto everything. Auto everything. Loss, win, loss. Okay. Scouting, we continue to see that this guy is ranked 6 for us. Gets even better. Frederick Lopez. I love you, Frederick Lopez. And whoa, what? Reggie Sharp? Unranked. And we have him ranked number 5? Can't be. That can't be. That can't be. Reggie, get in the number 2 slot. I gotta keep learning about you. That's crazy. Let's keep seeing let's see if we look at team rank. Let's see if there's any other steals here. Rank 12 that we have at 8. 23 we have at 11. Now I gotta look into the 30s of MLB ranks. 30s of MLB ranks. Come on, let's get into the 30s. 32. 30. No, just 33. No. 36. 40. Yeah, let's try this guy, Eddie Mesa. We do have him at 34. Let's see what happens there. That's crazy. That's like, of course, I could pre-stop in the 5th round. Exactly, Walter. Exactly. Let's sim here. Auto. We're 35 and 45. Not making the postseason, that's for sure, but try our best. Draft is now 6 days away. Yeah, we're almost there. This is the last week of scouting. This is it. So rank 37, rank 8 for us. Undrafted, rank 2. Rank number 2? And this guy's rank 40, but for us, rank 126, so forget it. These guys are both 100% scouted, so cancel. Anybody else in team rank that we could look at? Team rank? Unranked, and we have him 2nd overall. That is bonkers. I gotta take, can I take a screenshot while I'm recording? Hope it doesn't mess up anything. Can I? Let me try. There we go. Yeah, I gotta put that on Twitter or something. That's ridiculous. I love it. Okay. Anyone else? This guy's unranked, rank 13. Russell Jang. Okay. Anybody else for team rank? 25, 20, 30, 32, 23. No, we're not gonna be able to get that player. 39, 31. Let's try that. 39, 31. Fernando Esquivel. There we go. You have no idea how other teams rank him. Exactly. So you can't just cheese and get him with the last pick. Right. Exactly, Walter. Exactly. From my knowledge. Unless there's something I'm missing out here. Oh, no. I know how you can check. You can check if you were to take control of other teams. If I took control of other teams, and then I switched and scouted that same player, it would give me a different ranking because I have different needs and different scouts or whatever else. So yes, different teams do have different rankings, and I do not know those unless I were to be in control of those teams as well. So let's go ahead and sim to the draft day now. Here's the big moment we've been waiting for. Red Sox want to give me Chris Martin for Jose Rosa. Rosa would have been batting .232. Chris Martin wouldn't be a horrible pickup. Actually, bad ERA. No, I don't need that. Sim to the draft day. And today's the futures game. All-star players. Sim to draft. Come on, here we go. Let's go to the draft. Okay, I'm very excited for this. Now, before the draft starts, you have the option to add prospects to your draft queue. This is helpful to keep track of potential draft picks and to auto-draft an available prospect from the list should time run out. So forget the time running out. It's just to see who do I really want and who's getting drafted, because the draft goes very quickly. You might miss a name. So we have Ruiz as number 1. Add to draft queue. We have Reggie Sharp as number 2. We have Justin Tucker as number 3. Kirk, I'll just go according to team rank. I'll just add those. Actually, yeah, whatever. And then we'll just go from there. How many can you add? Can you add as many as you want? Let's just add a bunch and see what happens. The queue feature is amazing. Let's start going. So go to draft. Look at these screens. Let's watch this. Let's just take this in. So here's the draft. The first 6 picks of the draft have been set via the new draft lottery. Okay, so we keep the 2nd pick, thankfully. The lottery participants were all teams that did not qualify for the postseason. Throughout the draft, the live ticker displays important information like the current round, who currently is on the clock, and which team is up next. When your team's on the clock, you have 4 minutes. All other teams will have 10 seconds. Consider bonus demands and interest levels of prospects when making selections. Your goal is to select the best talent available, but to also stay within your bonus allotment when it comes to signing your draft picks afterwards. What happened here? Are we still live? Okay, that was weird. We lost network connection, but we're still good to go. Is that so? Okay, yes, that was unfortunate. Consider bonus demands, yeah. When it comes time to sign your draft picks afterwards, okay? If you run out of time while on the clock, the top player from your queue will be drafted. If there are no players on your draft queue, a selection will be made automatically for you. If at any point you want to speed up the draft, press options to sim to your next pick, or sim the rest of the draft. So here we go. Let's start the draft. The Pirates, who are they drafting first overall? Wow. They go ahead and select. Is it our guy? Who are they taking first overall? Alejandro Malanca, who we had ranked 14th. They had ranked number 1. I would assume number 1 if they had the first overall pick. The MLB had him ranked number 2. Doctor says he's healthy. We had him 60% scouted, so maybe we would have had him ranked more highly in the end. But still, was not at the top of our list. Alejandro going to the Pirates. So now, we go ahead and make our selection. I think it has to be Alberto Ruiz. Closing pitcher, which is not ideal. I would prefer a starting pitcher, honestly. But our best... So here's the thing. Do you take Justin Tucker, who's the starting pitcher, who you have ranked at 3? Or do you take Alberto Ruiz, who you have ranked at number 1, but he's a closing pitcher? 84 to 94 potential. Look at all these things right here. 80% interest, 6.8 million bonus demand, future hits per 9, strikeouts per 9, walks per 9, pitch velocity, all going to be very high. Or do you go Justin Tucker, who has less interest, less of a signing bonus demand, opted out of the doctor exam, but he's a starting pitcher, but I don't like those strikeouts per 9 and hits per 9. So, again, if it was a franchise mode, I'd put more thought into it. But let's just go ahead and take our guy, Alberto Ruiz, drafted. And then here you go. And you got a trophy, future of the franchise. Silver trophy. Oh, Ruiz. Welcome to Washington. There he is. Draft rank number 1. Overall 65 to 75, but potential 84 to 94. Draft rank 4. Team rank 1. 100% drafted, scouted. And there we go. Welcome to the team, Alberto Ruiz. What's this over here now? Pick number 3. Who are they taking up next? Tigers take. Let's see it. Mark Cox, who we had ranked 5. MLB had at 6. They take him, the first baseman. There we go. So there we go. Let's keep on simulating. Draft sim to Nationals next pick. There you go. So you go back to round number 1, and you can see all the guys in our queue are gone except for Reggie Sharp, who is still our guy who we have ranked number 2, who is unranked by the MLB. Everyone else went, understandably. Justin Tucker went number 4. We were thinking about taking him. This guy we had ranked 20th, who the MLB had ranked number 1, goes 5th. The guy ranked 10th goes 6th, ranked 9th goes 7th, ranked 13th goes 8th. We had him ranked 30th, etc., etc., etc. This guy we had ranked 52nd. He goes 9th, and the MLB had him at 3rd. Yeah, there you go. All the way down the list we go. Over to here. And this guy we had ranked at 102. Draft rank 103. These guys must have been... The Giants were very high on Terry Irwin. Anyone else we had scouted very well? Not too much, I guess. This guy, Frederick Lopez. Oh, we wanted Frederick Lopez. That's too bad. He was ranked 37th. He went 30th to the Dodgers. Anybody else? This guy was ranked 39th. He went 32nd. We had him ranked 31st. This guy, Ricky Kirk. We wanted Ricky Kirk. He was ranked 7th by the MLB. He dropped all the way to 33, but we had him ranked at 4. Faces, yeah, still a bit goofy, but it does add so much to at least have faces on generated players. This guy would have been good too. We missed out on a lot of good options there. But now here we go at pick number 39. I'm not going to take Reggie Sharp just yet, but we could take Russell Jang, who we have ranked 13th, but I don't want to take another closing pitcher. I would prefer to go starting pitcher. And we don't have much scouted, unfortunately. Starting pitchers. Sorry, let's go back to the top. Here we go. So I could go for Richie Quinones, who we have ranked at 36, but only 10% scouted. This guy we have 37, but 15%. We don't know their interest either. Eric Brooks, we know his interest, and we have him ranked at 39. I think he would make the most sense to select, right? Yeah, Eric Brooks, let's go ahead. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and draft Eric Brooks, and it tells you your thing right away, no walkout. MLB rank 50, we take him at 39. All right, now we sim to the next pick. No one took Reggie just yet, so I'm going to keep waiting on Reggie. Let's keep waiting. Pick number 76 here. Let's go according to team rank. Team rank, we're at 78, right? Yeah, 78. That's just for starting pitchers. But up for all. Come on. All. Yeah, still got Reggie out there. Kirby Yamaguchi, we have him ranked 59. MLB at 50. We need a first baseman. Let's go. Kirby Yamaguchi. That's a great name. Kirby. Welcome aboard. We don't know anything about him or his interest or anything like that. Sim to next pick. Now I think at 106, let's take Reggie Sharp. You never know when he might go off the board. Don't want to risk it for too long. So Reggie Sharp, unranked. We have him at number 2. Let's see what happens with him. Welcome to Washington. Reggie Sharp. Bonus demand to be low as well. Drafting him later on. Great. Sim to next pick. 136. Team ranked. No, yeah. Just all. Now you just take a shot in the dark pretty much. Team ranked, if no one else team ranked, eh? Just anybody. 128. Out of high school. Roderick Daly. Why not? Just whatever. Roderick Daly. Great name. 166. Just taking shots in the dark here. Guy Smith. Great. And that's the draft. So we have until August 1st now. You have until August 1st to sign your draft picks. You can't do it yet. I'm not sure when you can. We'll have to figure that out. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Transactions. And you can also see what the other teams drafted as well. You can see what their potentials are. So we'll see that when we are allowed. I don't know when we are allowed. If you're not signed by August 1st. Well, right now it is July 9th. So it must be very soon. The Mets want to give me Ronnie Mauricio. No, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. Home Run Derby. All-Star Game. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, today's the day to sign draft picks. Here we go. So now we want to sign the draft picks. So let's see. Again, it's once again the same thing with priority. Welcome to the signing big board. Here you will find the days remaining until the August 1st deadline to sign all draft picks. You will have access to the signing big board every 3 days. Walter says one thing I would like is if there was a notification when another team drafted a big gem. Similar to how it pops up when a big player is signed/traded. Yeah, that would be an interesting thing as well. Well, technically we could go more slowly. We don't have to sim through each pick. You could go through each one and look. But yeah, you're not wrong. The signing big board allows you to focus on 3 draft picks at a time. Draft picks added to your board continue to gain interest. So if you drafted someone who you never even scouted and they have no interest in signing with you yet, you can make them your number 1 priority and accrue interest. Every 3 days, higher prioritize, get more interest. When you're finished, finalize, there you go. So number 1 priority is Alberto Ruiz, absolutely. Every 3 days will progress. Currently has 80% press X to see options. You unlock the ability to send a contract to... once they reach 50% interest, you can send them an offer. Offers can also be sent on the last day, regardless of the prospect's interest level. So I can either send it when it hits 50% or more, or on the last day of signing, on the signing deadline. You can also switch a prospect's priority slot or remove them. Okay, so Alberto Ruiz has 80% interest, but it goes up 6% every 3 days. So let's make it a little bit higher. Why not? Let's get... Who was our second pick? Reggie Sharp? No, it was Eric Brooks. Eric Brooks. And then finally we'll go with Yamaguchi, who has a low amount of interest, eh? Yeah, Yamaguchi. There you go. Okay. Advance. Sign draft picks. Is there all-star voting? That's cool. You can see all-star voting. That's cool. Okay, advance 3 days. 1, 2, and 3. CJ Cron, big trade there. And 3. Okay, back to it. I go to sign draft picks. 83% interest, 60% interest, 34% interest. Only +1 per 3 days, unfortunately. So I should probably do this. So Ruiz, excuse me, I should offer him a contract now that he's at 83%. My bonus allotment is 13 million, so I got to keep that in mind. To help with bonus offers, Major League Baseball suggests a draft pick value for each pick. These slot values are determined by the round and pick number a prospect is selected. Your draft pick also has their own bonus demand. Adjustments to the bonus offer will affect their interest in signing with your team. If your draft pick doesn't accept it, you will lose them in the slot value. Oh, if it doesn't, excuse me, the tongue's going dry here. If your pick doesn't accept the bonus offer before the signing deadline, you will lose them and that slot value amount that was assigned to that draft pick. So we have 13 million allotted. And this guy wants 6.8. The recommended value is 8.19, but he only wants 6.8. So you know what? I'm going to offer him what he wants, 6.8. And he is signed. Welcome aboard, buddy. You're less than what your MLB average is or whatever, so I'll go ahead and take that. Eric Brooks, I'm going to swap you with Yamaguchi. Brooks, I'll keep you in the second slot. And Daly, I'll throw you... No, Reggie Sharp, I'm going to throw you in there, Reggie. Let's keep you interested. Out of high school. What a guy. Advance. 1, 2. Come on. Auto. Auto. 3. Auto. Thank you. Signed draft picks. 37. 62, 61. It's pretty slow. We have 12 days. Let's go another couple days. Let's go another couple rounds, I mean. Auto. Come on. Auto. Let's sim again. 1. Auto. Oof. The amount of things that you got to do manually if you set it to manual. All right, 6 days left. His interest is up to 43. Going to keep him going. Eric Brooks at 66. Let's offer him a contract. MLB suggests 2 million. He wants 1.5. Let's go, I can't go lower than that. So, submit, and he has decided to sign. Beautiful. Let's get Reggie Sharp in here. Reggie, buddy, you're a legend. Give him his 432,000. He accepts. Kirby Yamaguchi will keep him going. Daly there. Guy Smith there. Keep on going. 2, 3. Auto-utilize, auto-utilize. Today's the day. Sign draft picks. We have 3 more days till the deadline. Only Guy Smith at 58% is above 50, so let's keep them going. 3% is going to get him to 49. Won't be enough, eh? Won't be enough for these guys, but we'll try to do what we can. Contract extensions you could do right now? Really? Oh, we could, eh? Nathaniel Lowe's up to an 88 overall. Amazing. Yeah, probably Guy. Yeah, I guess it's Guy. No Guy. Auto-utilize. Auto. Trade deadline. Today's the trade deadline. Signed draft picks is now locked. Is it locked during the deadline? Is that it? Trade talks. Any more trades you want to make here? Lineup. Anybody else who's struggling? Trevor Story batting 239. Come on, Trev. Over here. Not great depth, eh? Jose Rosa. Let's trade Rosa. Maybe a Rosa and Story for a better second baseman. Now we have Blankenhorn. I don't know. And the pitching rotation. 3.89, 4.44, 6.6, 5.48. Need some better pitching, but yeah. Let's see the trade blocks. Anyone who wants to trade us a good player? Jose Suarez is on the block as a starting pitcher. Numbers, 3.15 ERA, 5.09 ERA. Frankie Montas, 3.39. Let's look for a deal with Jose Suarez. Jose Suarez, I'll trade you... Cavalli? You want Cavalli with B potential? There you go. And a couple D guys as well. There you go. Can I get a better second baseman from anybody? Anybody on the block? Trade blocks. Whoa. Why does he keep doing that? View trade blocks. You can't sort by position? That's so weird. Okay, you can't sort by position. Second baseman? No, no one's here. Okay. We'll just make that trade for the starting pitch, and we'll keep the rest of the team as it's been. Is he up here? Jose Suarez, there you go. So there's a better pitcher in our rotation. Simade. Okay, now today's the deadline to sign picks. There you go. Sign draft picks. Yamaguchi got up to 49. Offer contract. He wants $1 million. And the recommended is 5. I gotta get to 50% to make him want to sign. Is that it? Do I only have one shot at this? Let me risk this to see I only have one shot. Offer declined. Unfortunately, I'm not signing with the Nationals because we cannot come to an agreement. So, you only get one shot. Yamaguchi, gone. You only get one shot. You gotta get to 50% interest, it seems like. So, let's get to 51. He wants 468. I'm offering you 608. Bang. Roderick Daly. Guy Smith, you want 341. 241, would you take it? Yes. No, he would not. So you can't go really below his what he's asking for either, unless his demand is really high up there. So, good to know. Good to know. Finalize. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. So can we see the depth chart now? If I go to 2027, do I see those guys that we just signed? Who am I looking for? Maybe... no, I don't see any of them, eh? No, I don't see any of them. Yeah. But 2027 I want to look at. No, I don't see any of them. Okay. Finalize. There we go. Let's just sim to September call-ups now. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Franchise mode has remained the same for the most part, but a huge addition. A lot of fun going into the scouting and the drafting. Love that. And more intelligence from the prospects and from the other teams that you're playing against in terms of who you're signing, how you're signing them, what you're doing to get them to sign. Very interesting. Auto everything. Auto everything. Auto. 64 and 70. Season's almost done. Sim to the postseason. How many? 31 days away? Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get there. Come on. Let's push for the postseason. We're like 10 games below 500. We'll end with a quick manage just for fun. Let's end with a quick manage against the Braves. Let's go up to here. Loss, win, loss. We're 77 and 83. Let's see if we can end it off with a victory. Here we go. With the team that we built. Let's see if we can get anything going with these guys. Just for kicks. To end it off. Thank you everyone for being in the stream tonight. It was a blast. Just experiencing everything. And this week, and this time next week, we will have the first episode of our franchise mode series. So make sure you're subscribed here on the channel to watch out for that. And also, you'll want to vote on the poll that we put up. Lane Thomas, here we go. Runners at the corners. Strikeout, strikeout. Beautiful. Let's sim through the half inning. Also be a part of the Discord server. That's where the vote will take place as well. Link in the description. Any timeline on the next NHL epi? Well, the last one just went up yesterday, correct? So that means I'll record tomorrow on Saturday. Well, I'll record over the weekend, and I would say upload for Monday, most likely. But I'm also going to be trying to record a MLB franchise guide. I would say Monday or Tuesday at the latest. Monday or Tuesday, though, for the next franchise mode for the postseason. My voice is going to take a beating with this live stream and with the MLB franchise mode guide and with the postseason. I'm going to take a beating.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Okay, half inning. Ooh, okay. All right. I'll do my best, Walter. So here we go. It is 6-2. We're down by 4. Here we go. Last game of the season. Let's enter the game for kicks. Down by 4. That was a tough 8th inning as we allowed those extra 2 runs. I'll do my best, Walter. Postseason Thursday, this live stream Friday, MLB franchise mode guide. Maybe that's on Monday, and then franchise mode NHL Tuesday. I'll do my best. See how the voice holds up.
Welcome in, John Shambi, Chris Singleton.
Thomas, 1 for 3
Late
on the
stages
day.
of this one, nobody out in the ninth.
No.
Two seam,
not gonna take that.
Up high.
Two seam
The
upstairs.
Braves bullpen has some activity. Dylan Lee preparing to come on if needed. McHugh, the right-hander,
nope,
loosening
nope.
up as well.
Ooh, just got
Next
that one
offering
down low.
is in for a strike.
Yeah.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Shane Bieber with 22 wins. Look at that down there on the ticker. Yep. Oh,
he swings and hits a fly ball, center field.
Too bad. And he has speed too.
Puts it away for the out.
All right, good contact. Next up comes Keibert Ruiz.
1 for 3.
58 power? Why not? Athleen Thomas has 58 power. Oh,
swing and a miss.
And
that is strike 1.
Swung early. Yep. There we go. Again, might be a bit too much under it again. Eh?
Pilar in position.
Not playing with the best hitters either, to be honest. But last guy, Gene Segura. Gotta get a big bottle of honey and water for the next streams. Even the Android Data had lubricants for his vocal cords and all that.
Ball strike right there.
Some guys are just more confident. They can track that
first
pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The Celine Dion treatment.
Strike 2.
Of course, that was
this guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is
down
a good
0-2.
time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss, and that
I'm out
is
of
the
it.
ball game.
Just call it a season.
And your final 6-2 for Chris.
I'm out of it. Oh, I gotta practice a little bit. Oh, actually on Monday, I forgot to mention on Monday we're likely doing a live stream on Monday. That's true with Pat. So we're gonna do a game against each other. That's true. That'll be a blast. We're planning that for sometime this next week. Oh, this was the season. Wow, there was one more game. Okay, I'm not going into play it, that's for sure. It's 13-6 loss. Doggy, welcome back in, buddy. All right, so there's the season. After that, you can see the off-season. Advance a day. We have Yankees, Twins, Guardians, Mariners in the wild card. And then you have the Angels and the Rays who got the divisional spots. Over in the National League, you have Dodgers, Braves, who winner will take on the Padres. And you have Brewers, Cubs, winner takes on the Phillies. Sim to off-season. I'm not going to do all the off-season things here. Nothing has changed here. The Twins defeat the Padres in the 2023 postseason. Yes, advance. Farm director, retire, blah, blah, blah. So now you'd have all the things to do. You can see the retired players. You can go and Nationals, Expos fans. So I got to go with the Nationals. Blah, blah, blah. So now you can have the exclusive free agents. You have the second round of free agents, the third round of free agents. Review the staff. Rebrand team. Free agency 1, free agency 2. All kinds of things I'm not going to go through in this because it's nothing new from franchise mode in MLB. And I'll just show you through simulation. Maybe there's simulation through free agency 1. Then you have the select your 40-man, salary arbitration, who's eligible for the Rule 5 draft. Free agency. Ohtani's in free agency? What? Ohtani, buddy. I'll give you 15 years for $525 million. What do you say? Let's see if he signs on. Let's keep simming. What do you say, Shohei? Come on, Shohei. Come on, Shohei! 15 years, $35 million per year. Woo-hoo! How about that for a contract? $500 million. All right, sim to free agency 3. Then you got a sim to free agency 4. Arbitration negotiations, blah, 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 blah. Aaron Nola, Blake Snell. Sim to winter meetings. Then you got a sim to the Rule 5 draft. At the Rule 5 draft, anyone you select, it has to stay on your team for the duration of the season or else they go back. Anyone interesting here? Anyone with A potential? Any A potentials out here? No, just B potentials. That's still good, though. I could take some B potentials here. Right fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Welcome. No one usually picks anybody after the first round. Exit. Arbitration hearings. Blah, blah, blah. Arbitration. Blah, blah, blah. Renewable contracts. Blah, blah, blah. Spring training. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, And here we are. Next season begins. So even when there's so many stoppages of injuries and all that, it's still much quicker than franchise mode on NHL. Games really need to figure out how to make the offseason fun in GM modes. Yeah, this one, it's franchise mode offseason MLB. I wouldn't call it fun. It's a lot of work, but it is realistic and it is immersive. And you can auto a lot of the things. You don't need to kill yourself to do every single A, double A, triple A. Especially on live stream, I'm going to designate a lot of that to the auto manager, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be more concerned about the MLB system. So Shohei Ohtani ready for his next game here on the Nationals. But oh no, trouble in paradise. Ohtani must be traded. Who wants to take him on? What could we get for Ohtani? Let's see in trade value. Oh, it's a lot of trades out there. A lot of teams are interested. Oh boy, there's a lot of teams interested. It's still going. It's still going. Is this a glitch? Is this frozen? Okay, no trades were found. Great. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The deep dive on MLB The Show franchise mode for the 2023-24 season. Or I guess you could call it just 2023 as it goes until October. I got to get used to saying just 1 year for a season, not like NHL. So for, the 50-year-old albatross. No, that's true. So there you go. He'll be 50 years old on a $35 million deal. I think it's as always, it's a very immersive and very fun mode. And there are still things to fix in it, I believe. But the scouting and the drafting overhaul is amazing. I cannot wait to do that in mode. So remember, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to be made aware of all of our uploads, live streams for NHL, MLB, career simulations, much, much more. Leave all your suggestions down here in the comments or over on the Discord server, the link in the description. And we'll have a poll up soon for which team we're going to run with in our franchise mode series. I'm thinking live Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, but feel free to leave your suggestions on when you think that would be great as well. As any career simulations in MLB would be great also. Join us over in the Discord server. That link's in the description, as I mentioned. Leave a like if you enjoyed this breakdown. Looking forward to the full guide to MLB 23 video, which will be out soon. The MLB 22 guide was a huge success, so I'm sure 23 will be the same. Wishing you all the best in your enjoyment of franchise mode, whether it be you playing or you watching along. Walter, Data, you're the man. Great stream as always. Go chill. Enjoy the Friday night. Take care. Yes, thank you. I will. I'm going to go check out the Season 3 finale of Voyager now. Very excited. You got to catch up on Picard, Walter. We'll be talking in the Discord server. Let me know. We'll talk soon. So thank you, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Thank you for spending the time here tonight. And I will see you live around this time next week. And, of course, for franchise mode uploads with the San Jose Sharks on NHL 23 over the next few days. So have yourselves a great rest of your evening, a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk soon. Good night.